Hello, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Inside Pitch here at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. I'm Ben Frederickson alongside Jeff Gordon. Gordo, we're here to talk to the Cardinals at the All-Star break. The second half is knocking on the door, and the Cardinals are in a weird place, 44-44, definition of an average team. And you would think that in this division, they would have said we're out of it by now. But, turns out that every other team is kind of feeling the same way. Even since June, the Cardinals have the best record of the three teams we think should be in this race. They're 16-16, which isn't great, but the Cubs are 16-19, and the Brewers are 15-18. Both of those two teams, the Cubs and the Brewers, have lost to the Pirates, lost series to the Pirates, and the Pirates now think that they're in this. Even the Reds can say, hey, we got a shot at this thing. So the Cardinals are in this weird place, 500, yet they're 2 games back. They have a real shot. Today, I want to know what you think the Cardinals should do. And let's break it down into 3 categories: front office, manager, and also the players. What's something that you would like to see the front office do for the Cardinals in order to get this thing back on track and have a chance of winning the division, which was the goal entering the season?
Yeah, I do think they need to go for it because they have a chance to go for it. And when you have a chance to win the division, you got to go for it. You just have to. You just, never mind how long you've been away from the playoffs, you got a chance, you got to go for it. So your case all along, your point's been starting pitching. And there's going to be a lot of pitching available before the July 31st deadline. You got to grab one of those guys. Michael Wacha, Adam Wainwright, Miles Michaelis. These guys are not performing at a very high level. They're inconsistent. One more guy would sure strengthen that group.
I think that's probably the easiest place to add, too. We can talk about a bat, but are you going to add a bat that's better than the hope of Paul Goldschmidt being Paul Goldschmidt? That's a little more complicated conversation. With Mike Shildt, something that I think he could have a hand in is trying to figure out this offense and also, what is going on with the approach. The Cardinals bring in new hitting coach Jeff Albert. All of a sudden, the power's out, and the Cardinals are not doing damage in a league that is flooded with home runs. How do they become more aggressive at the plate? The manager can have a hand in that. He can also play guys who use the kind of approach that they want to go up there and hit.
Yeah, what a challenge for him. He wanted to stick with guys and give them a run because that was a complaint of the previous regime. They were scrambling their lineup from day to day, sort of like Mike Shildt with the Blues before his demise. Mike Matheny was just trying day to day to get a lineup that would work. Mike Shildt tried to be patient. I think we're now into the second half of the season, a number of games left. You've got to play guys that are hitting, whether it's Edman, whether it's Munoz. You've got to try to find something every night to generate offense. Tough challenge for a guy that wants guys to believe that they're key hitters in this offense, but it's been not days, not weeks, but months for some of these guys in terms of when they were really hitting well last.
Cardinals have more players on month-long slumps than about any team in baseball. Ultimately, it comes down to the players, the guys who put the uniform on and tie the cleats. What do the players need to do as a collective whole, or one guy that you think can make a big difference in the second half? I'll start with Paul Goldschmidt. It's an easy one, but I'll take it. The Cardinals are not going to get to where they want to go if Paul Goldschmidt is a league average at best hitter. Just simple as that.
Right, and he did show signs in San Francisco. He wishes he could hit there every day. He had some great cuts, hit a couple of blasts, almost an RBI triple. But we could pick on Matt Carpenter, but it's been last August since he's been a really good hitter. Paul DeYoung's had a couple months where he's not been a particularly good hitter. When Marcell Ozuna comes back, they've got to hope that he gets his swing back right away, coming back from the hand injury. Who knows about him? And then Colton Wong, more consistent. Harrison Bader, he's got to learn to hit at this level. You go down the list, and just not too many guys are performing at what we expected them to be.
Across the board, hate to lose, Cardinals. Show some fire. The division's there for the taking, and we figured out how to do it right here on Inside Pitch. Keep it locked on STLtoday.com for all of your Cardinals coverage. For Jeff Gordon, I'm Ben Frederickson. We'll talk to you next time.